You are welcome to come to our All-Ages service, 9 o'clock on Sundays here in the Cathedral. If you're new to church, you're welcome. If you've been coming to church for years, you're welcome. And then you can enjoy the rest of your day uplifted by the happy service of people of every age together here. The service is for all ages, so that means for all people, anyone who wants to come. And we try to do it in an accessible and open way so that parents feel relaxed and the children can move around, and if they make noise, that's okay. So there's from very young all the way up to people in their 90s. And older people, I think, who come, they like it because it's a shorter service, it's a good time of day for them, and so we get a lot of people throughout all the ages of people coming. One feature that doesn't happen in many churches is we say to people, what's been good about the last week? What are you celebrating? What's good news? And that's a lovely feature because we're sharing God's blessings. We make it child-friendly by being relaxed about what children do and celebrating the fact that young children particularly want to move around and they might make noises in random places. They like to dance to the music, so that's a lovely part of that. And of course, all the ages of people who come enjoy that. So we don't have to have them sitting, very rigidly and quietly and silently in that sort of traditional church way. That is helped by the way we have what we call cushion time. So during the talk, that's deliberately at the floor level. So we put out cushions, and the children who want to come and sit on those cushions. And alongside that is the altar. So that's a deliberately low-level altar, again at the children's height, so they can see what's happening, they can feel that it's at their height. We were keen from the start to make it a communion service, which can be different to what some people think a family service needs to be. Some people think a family service means you don't have communion, because otherwise it gets exclusive and accessible for those who don't know about communion. But actually here at the Cathedral, where communion is at the heart of what we do, we know that you can do a communion service in an accessible and friendly way that people understand. So all of the service is designed to fit into 35 minutes. So that's another way that it's accessible for all ages. The music we choose is again meant to be enjoyable for all people. So there's no choir. We rely very much on a skilled musician and his ability to animate the music and get people involved. So we have a hymn, but we only have one hymn across the whole service. That's one way of containing the timing. So we have one hymn and we have a verse or two at the beginning, a verse or two at the offertory, and a verse at the end. And that's music which everyone can join in with, and children can move around if they want to. The young people contribute in a variety of ways by being there, of course, and that affects the mood of the service. But we also include them in the Eucharistic bits. So we have acolytes and a crucifer, those formal words as children who carry in candles at the beginning and carry a cross. Also we have a Sanctus bell, and that's quite a formal thing for many churches, but it's a role that children love to do. So during communion, when the bread and the wine are consecrated, the bell is rung. It's a little bell that children love to be part of. They bring forward the bread and the wine and they help take the collection. But it's an all-ages service, so adults are part of that as well. We started the service because we realised that we needed to provide a different style of service to the later choral Eucharist that we do so well here at the Cathedral. Cathedrals are sort of well known for their choirs and for the formal service where the choirs lead much of the music and the singing. We wanted to provide a service that was more accessible to people who are less used to coming to church, and also for families with younger children who struggle to fit in with that more formal atmosphere.
It's a joyful celebration of our Christian faith. It's informal, but at the same time it's very spiritual. And it's all ages, the children and the elderly all enjoy it and all get something from it, and the music is part of worship.
And it's good being close to the clergy, and the clergy are close to the people, to the older and to the younger. It's just lovely.
We come along to the 9 AM service because we feel really part of a community. We have a small child and we don't feel any pressure that she needs to stay still or be quiet. She takes part in the service in lots of active ways, and so that's really a nice feeling for us to be a part of this community that we have. Our daughter loves this service. She loves coming and listening to the talks and being part of them. She likes to sit down on the ground by the altar with the clergy and listen to their talks and the interactive bits that happen as part of those talks. And she loves doing the singing. The music is her favourite part of this service. She loves to get involved and dance with the other children and sing, and she just loves this service.
She's made so many friends with the other families and the other children that come along as well.
I come to the 9 o'clock service because it's a very relaxed, informal atmosphere. As a father of a young daughter as well, it's nice that she's able to run around or dance, and it's not too much of a traditional service, so that it's a relaxed atmosphere for all.